Hello there, everybody. Scotia here. Sorry for being late. Was just caught up with some things. Unfortunately, I was going to start this stream with City of the Wolves and Joe Higashi, but I didn't realize for some reason my PS5 didn't update the game. So the game is currently updating at the minute. So we shall start with Sea Viper in Street Fighter 6 instead, because that did update. So only a slight change in plans. We'll still be doing Joe. I'm not going to be doing Joe's episodes of Southtown. I'm not going to be doing his episodes of Southtown stuff because one, I did that with Ken and Sagat on their live stream the other month, and that stream was way too long. I was just exhausted after doing, all of Ken's City of the Wolves stuff, all of Ken's his arcade and his episodes of Southtown, and then I was just completely wiped out, and I thought I'm never doing that again. I think I even said it at the end of the last stream, like I'm not doing that again. So I'm not doing that again. So I'm just going to be doing Joe's arcade mode, and we're going to leave it there. I think as well, to be honest, I've kind of like I don't think episodes of Southtown is the best like streaming material, to be honest. Like I enjoy episodes of Southtown, but like I just can't help but think it must be really boring to watch somebody else play episodes of Southtown. So I'll see how it goes. I think when it comes to like times when it's just a City of the Wolves character, like for example, once now that Sea Viper's out, I don't think Alex is going to come out until like probably like March or April, maybe even May. If it's a really bad break, like gap between the two. So we're more than likely going to get Chun-Li, and we're more than likely going to get Mr. Big, come out of a City of the Wolves in that time. So those will be streams I'll do just for those characters. So just for those characters, I'll probably do the episodes of Southtown as well, just so it's not just like a 10-minute here's me playing arcade mode and we're done. But when it's like two characters at once, or it's like two different games at once, if I'm doing Street Fighter 6 and City of the Wolves, like I'm gonna have to just not do episodes of Southtown because it's fun, for me to play and I enjoy it and the story stuff is great. Oh, City of the Wolves is updated. It's great for me to watch, to play through the story and all that, but I just don't think it's that great to watch somebody else play it. So in that sense, unfortunately, I'm probably just not going to play it on stream. When, like I said, when there's an occasion where it's two games at once happening. So yeah, that's what's happening. There's going to be Sea Viper's arcade mode and World Tour stuff, and then when that's done, I'm going to go over to City of the Wolves, and I'm just going to be doing Joe's arcade mode. So I'm going to just leave it for a bit, let people come in and join, because I've just posted the link on my Twitter, so let people see it there and go from there. So I will be back in a minute. Cool, so let's just go for it then. Let's do Sea Viper's arcade mode.
Director Hill, about the data from the previous experiment.
Good morning, Director Hill. Director Hill, we need to get back to administration about that equipment ASAP.
I can always count on you to do things quick, Director Hill.
My name is Grace Hill, Workaholic Director of Siren Holdings Research and Development Department. A divorced mother of one. But there's a juicy little secret buried deep inside that workaholic. Grace Hill is nothing but a cover story. Crimson Viper. My code name. I'm an elite operative from an organization you may have heard of before. Siren may have the appearance of a responsible company on the outside, but on the inside, they've been using data collected from the most infamous criminal organization in history. Formerly most infamous. And now, because of all that, I've got to deal with ex-Shadaloo punks, opportunists, agents from other orgs, yada yada yada. Each of them more trouble than the last. Scurrying little pests that need to be compromised and put to a permanent end. But that comes with the territory. Which means... I have another long night of overtime ahead of me.
Pretty bog standard. Nothing really shocking or mind-blowing there. It is cool that, obviously, because I did see that there's been an NPC in World Tour the entire time, that Grace Hill persona. She's apparently been in World Tour this entire time, which I think is pretty cool. I wish Capcom did more of that, to be honest. I think there's a lot of really cool opportunities for stuff like that, to kind of throw little cool nods and kind of things like that in, that I kind of wish they did more often. Which is, I don't know a single one of her moves. Straight combination, burning kick, aerial burning kick, seismic hammer, focus for bog stand stuff. I don't know any of the super moves either. Cool. Cool. Whiffed both of them.
Stay out of my business.
You call, I answer.
she's not bad, like, gameplay-wise. I knew from the start I was never gonna be, you know, I was never suddenly gonna be a Sea Viper main or anything. So I'm not surprised that that is still the case.
Siren was recently hired by an outside company to analyze.
I do think it's interesting, well, not interesting, but I think it is worth noting this is actually the first time JP's appeared in an arcade mode since Bison came back.
When I looked into the client, I found nothing. They were a shell corporation. Following the money has led me here.
Is there something I can assist you with? I'm afraid you likely have the wrong person.
I'm sure I don't, Johann. Or was it Jean-Philippe? Though it doesn't matter, does it? I'm sure it's best not to use your real name when handling Shadaloo's finances. I admit, I'm curious. Just where is all that money going? And what exactly are you planning? Don't keep me waiting.
I do apologize. I don't believe I'll be able to satiate that curiosity.
Stay out of my business.
An honor, to be sure. Round one. Fight. How unpleasant.
Let's make this quick.
Why isn't he in his outfit too, considering that's what he's wearing in the art? Like, surely it couldn't have been that difficult. It's not a big deal, but still odd. It reminds me of Street Fighter 5 when Bison's story costume was his like this like battle damaged version, but then in the cutscene near the end when Charlie blows him up and then Bison, you know, walks away, he's just like not even harmed, like he just looks exactly the same. And it's like, well, you had the costume, like, just why didn't you just change that costume? Jay, why didn't you just change his outfit to that costume for that, still for that scene? But they just didn't. It kind of reminds me of that for some reason. Sorry about that, I was just fiddling around with something on my table and my microphone fell off the table. Sorry about that.
Ready to talk? What? An illusion? Damn it!
I shall be taking my leave now. Give my regards to everyone at Langley.
He's gone. Not everything about my cover story is a lie. I am a workaholic and a mother of one. That much is true. Ah. Hey, I'm back.
Mom!
Oh, nice.
Wow, Mom. You look worse than usual.
Oh wow, that's really cool to see her grown up.
It's only half as bad as it looks. I went all the way to England, only for everything to fall apart.
Oh. Your work is rough. I get it. Then leave dinner to me, okay? I got just the thing.
Oh, Lauren, you really are the best. I couldn't ask for a more perfect daughter.
Yeah. Don't be so cringe, Mom.
Oh, I got you some chocolates as a souvenir. Apparently, it's made for the royal family.
Yay! Then let's have that and some tea before
how hard I have to work. If it means I get to give my girl the life she deserves.
Conflicted. That was nice. The end part was nice. That was the highlight of the whole thing. That was a load of nothing. I'm really kind of surprised. Like, I know these usually range between like quite interesting to just not really much happening on, but no, sorry, not much really happening or going on. But even with that in mind, that was really just not a lot. That's nice artwork. Sakutamo. Cool. Yeah, that was weird. I kind of like, what was the point of that? She just fought JP and nothing even. Sorry about that. That's my fault. Nothing really happened. Huh. Bit of a bummer. Oh, there's 4? What is there 4? Oh. That's a first. Everybody else has 3. But Viper has 4? Interesting. Oh, and a new comic. Nice. Oh no, there's more music. Yeah, that's true. I shouldn't be surprised at this point, but it's still like, what? Like, okay. I think Ed was the one that really woke me up to that, of like nothing ever really happens in this game, because I was so convinced Ed was going to be like the big story drop character for the game, and he just wasn't. You know, he really just was not that at all, which is a shame. Right. Where do I go now? Oh yeah, it'll be because she's got her own one fateful day or whatever it's called. Yeah. No new side quests anywhere. Oh, forgot about that. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Sorry, but I'm not doing that. CERN's surveillance drones are causing havoc around Metro City. Behind all the chaos lies a secret behind the mysterious company. Let's go. Aren't you the one who won the Novice League?
Hiya.
Art, you've been training even more since then. Geez, you put in the work. I barely recognize you. I do not recognize this person. You know, you look so strong, you might find this wonderful job opportunity I have very enticing. There's been some trouble around town that needs to be taken care of. Think of it like being a superhero. Please let me know if you're interested. I promise you won't be disappointed. Okay, I'll get back in touch with you in a minute. Nothing on the map. How many locations are there on the world map? Just the one for now. Okay.
Cheers.
I knew I could count on you, Scotia. Now then, for a quick rundown. CERN has a number of drones that are designed to help keep the peace around Metro City, but one's on the fritz. It sends a message when it senses a disturbance, but I think something's wrong with its sensors. Things like assuming a couple in love and hugging are actually in the middle of a fistfight. Could you go and confirm that this drone's reports are accurate? If there really is a disturbance, well, you know what to do. Now I'll just make it so your device can receive the drone's notifications. All set up, thanks for the assist. Location Beat Square Day. CERN brand refrigerators on Rampage. Oh, Yeah, I know where that is. Oh, just those two. That's not too bad. Disturbance resolved. Thank you for your assistance. What the fuck? How? Okay, that's weird. I don't really know how I feel about all the teasers about SIN coming back. Like, I guess I like it more than Shadlu being back, but it's still like, why is all the Shadlu stuff coming back? I know why it's coming back, but I'm like, it's just, but why? Like, why couldn't the Illuminati come back? Why couldn't something different happen? Oh well. Honestly, at this rate, with all the interactions I've had with people today on Twitter, honestly, I feel like the Street Fighter fan base just deserves getting the same shit fucking slopped on their plate every new game. Like, God forbid somebody suggests doing something different for once. They all fucking start losing their shit. Oh, hey there. How's it going? Yeah, I'll talk a bit more about Alex when I'm done with Viper, but yeah, no, like I can't wait. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for him to be in this game. It's gonna be so good. I'm hoping at the very least, even if there's a lot of problems I have with this game, like that I know Alex being in the game won't fix. Like I have no, delusions about him suddenly having a ton of Street Fighter 3 stuff coming with him, like story wise. Like I know he's gonna be like the bare minimum. The bare minimum. I mean, he's gonna be like, he's probably just gonna be a wrestler. You know. Oh shit! I went the wrong way. I know that's the main quest, but I want to do that side quest. Yeah, Viper's really cool. You know, I've always liked Viper. I still wish she was in Street Fighter Five. I think if you could have added two more characters to Street Fighter Five, I think the two characters I think would have been the coolest to see added would have been Viper and Necro. And they were rumored for like quite a while. I remember both of them were rumored for I think season 3 or 4 at one point. Like their names came up a lot. And I thought it was a shame that, you know, they didn't make it. Especially Viper, because Viper was all over the story. And it just seems so weird that she just wasn't in the game. Like she just never got added. Like she was all over the story. But it's cool that she's here now. Yeah, like I've said my piece about just how boring this kind of series is now, with just how the over reliance I mean on Street Fighter 2 is. Every time I bring it up online, people fucking get mad, and I'm just kind of sick of it. Like at this point, I'm just like, you know what, like Street Fighter fans deserve it. Like every time someone's like, hey, maybe can we get someone different for once, people just fucking lose their shit. It's just, I'm getting sick of it. You know? It's like the mere suggestion of doing something different. It's like they take it as a threat. Because when I say it, I never say the words, I want this instead of Street Fighter 2. Like, by all means, do your Street Fighter 2 stuff, because I know you'll never truly get rid of it. There's no way they ever will get rid of it. But, like, you can do more than just Street Fighter 2. Like, you can do other stuff as well. Like, the stuff about, I've been talking about on Twitter today, about, because I think McDonald's in Japan have been teasing a collab with Street Fighter, and like all the like promo stuff they've done teasing so far has all been Street Fighter 2 stuff, and not like just Street Fighter 2 characters, like the fucking sprites from Street Fighter 2. And it's just like, my god, man, like why are they just so allergic to just putting in like I'm not even asking for Street Fighter 3 characters, because I know that'll never happen, but like no Sakuras, no Juris, nobody from 6. Like 6 is doing massively, like it's doing massive in Japan, like breaking records every month. And like I can't even think of a time recently where they've done a collab with like or something that's done a big collab with Street Fighter and they've used or they've had a Street Fighter 6 character like front and center. It's just insane to me. And like every time I bring this up, people are like, well, didn't you know that Street Fighter 3 fucking failed and was a massive failure and it's a bomb, and this is why we should always just keep recycling the same Street Fighter 2 stuff? And it's like, that was nearly 30 years ago. Like, get over it. But they won't. It's the only ammo they have, because they know it's true. They know that they know that there's no reason for them to, at the very least, to not use Street Fighter 6 characters in promo. They know there's no excuse. So the only defense they have is to go, well, Street Fighter 3 bombed, as if Street Fighter 3 bombing 30 years ago is like the justification that like 30 years later why we should just never get anything more than Street Fighter 2 characters in every piece of promotional material. Every bit of merchandise should be Street Fighter 2 characters. It's like, no, because nobody knows nobody knows any character outside Street Fighter 2, and it's like, yeah, of course they don't. If Capcom are only going to keep putting Street Fighter 2 characters in these promotional materials, it's like you put a bunch of Street Fighter 2 sprites in a McDonald's Japan advert, and then you know why would people then start caring about Kimberly or Jamie or JP or Marissa? Like, there's no reason for them to, because he just keep telling them these characters don't matter. The only characters that matter are these 12 from Street Fighter 2. Everyone else that's not these 12, or plus the ones from Super, they don't matter. These characters don't matter. These ones from Street Fighter 2, these are the only characters that matter. It's like, yeah, no wonder nobody cares or knows about the characters outside of Street Fighter 2. Like, Capcom don't use them. It's like, what do you expect? Oh, I 100% agree. Like, it's like subjective at the end of the day. Like, I could totally get why somebody would like the Alpha series, you know, for characters and lore, or someone would like Street Fighter 5 for characters and lore. I know people who, you know, love Street Fighter 5 as much as I love Street Fighter 3. Completely understand that. You know, each game is different and unique in its own way. But like, it's just the refusal to like use anything that didn't come from either Street Fighter 2 or Street Fighter 4/5. It's just crazy. Yeah, I'm a big Tekken 4 fan as well. I still think 3 is my favorite. I flip-flop a lot, to be honest, because I really love Tekken 4. But Tekken 3 is the one I grew up with. So I think that's the one at the end of the day I'll always have the most fondness for. But, you know. Where the fuck is that? Oh, Outlaw's Court. I'll have it on the map. See, I genuinely think that as well. Oh, where the hell is Luke here? Okay. Oh, this is just to get a bunch of music. Oh, okay. Oh, all the masters are here. The saddest thing about Remy is like you can absolutely have two Sonic Boomers in one game. Like Street Fighter V had Guile and Nash. Like you can do it. And I think Remy would be perfect because I don't think Nash is going to be in this game, nor to be honest should I think he should be in this game. But like they'll never add Remy. Like if I can't get Sean, a character that like a lot of people are actually starting to want more and more, like if it's taken this long for Sean to still not show up, like no chance in hell they're adding Remy. Because like the character picks for this game have honestly been like really safe. Like there are 2 characters in this game, 3 if you count Ingrid. Sorry, 4. Sorry, there's 4 characters in this game if you count Ingrid that are returning from a previous Street Fighter game that won in 5, and that's DJ, Elena, Viper, and you know Ingrid if you count her. So 3 or 4, and it's like. Why? Like, why? Like, this roster is so similar to Street Fighter V's, like, the returning side, I mean. There's so many, like, characters from Street Fighter 5 that are back in this game. Like, even Alex, super happy Alex is in the game. Can't wait to see him. I genuinely, like, can't wait to see him get the redemption from how fucking, like, ugly he was in 5. Like, super happy he's in the game. Not going to complain about that at all. But he's still another Street Fighter 5 character that's coming back. And it's like... Man, it's just disappointing. Like, where's Dudley? Where's Makoto? Like, Guy, Hugo, like Sodom, Sean, Necro, Remy. Like, so many characters that we've not seen in years. Like, I would love another Street Fighter 1 character. Like, I think it's been such a long time since we've had a Street Fighter 1 character be made playable. Like, Retsu would have been perfect. But yeah. But I have no doubt Season 4 or Year 4 or whatever is going to have, more than likely going to have either Vega or Balrog. Maybe even both. Wouldn't be surprised if it's both. That's probably the worst outcome for me, to be honest, is if Season 4 has both Balrog and Vega. That would be so disappointing. Yeah, I totally get not liking a character, like if you're just not a big fan, but it's like, you know, Sean's been gone for so long and he has such, you know, potential to be a really cool character in this game. Like, why would you not want that to happen unless you just actively just hate the character so much that you just don't want to see them? But it's like, I don't know, to me it's like Sean's such a harmless character. Like, I get why somebody would be like, I don't want Rufus. Like, I'd be fine if Rufus came back. Nowhere near on my, like, not like even remotely on my list of characters I want to see in this game. But if they were like, hey, Rufus is in Year 4, I'd be like, okay, like, I respect the balls to add Rufus, and I'd be interested in seeing how they would handle him. Yes. But, you know, I don't want Rufus in the game, but if he is, he is. But, like, you know, but I would understand why somebody would be like, if Rufus is in this game, I'm dropping it. Like, I'm never playing Street Fighter 6 again. I would understand that. But doing that for a character like Sean is so weird to me. Like, I genuinely, what is his biggest crime? That he just sucked? He sucked in Third Strike? Like, okay. Like, he was good in Second Impact. and he was decent in New Generation. Yeah, like as much as I like moan about Street Fighter 3 and like how little representation it's got, like at least we've got two characters in the game. Like how are we going to be 4 years into this game? Oh, sorry, 3 years into this game with no alpha characters? Or was that the end of that side quest? It wasn't. Is there any more? No, so it'll probably be ones in the day. Sorry, yeah, ones of the day. I think they'll save a character like Sakura for like maybe when the game starts to dip a bit, but I know they're also being like weirdly really careful about like, oh, we can't have too many, you know, because obviously the big question is like where's Sakura and where's Makoto. I know that's the big one a lot of people are kind of asking about. But you know, it's like I think they've said like we don't want to really like add characters that are kind of like have a lot of like similarities that overlap. And I think with Sakura and Makoto, it's like they're both Japanese, they're both young girls. You know, they both do some form of like karate or martial arts. So it's like even though like they're pretty different, but like this season has like Alex and Viper who are both like Americans. You know, so it's like I know they're completely different characters, but if the character being from the same region is a problem, I don't see why it would. You know, I don't really get why. Because there's still tons of characters missing. Like for at least, sorry, there's still tons of like countries missing in the world that they've not had like they've never done a character in Australia. Yeah, I'm interested in Ingrid as well, mainly for story stuff because I want to see if they're gonna like tie her into whatever's going on with this like Q and G thing. But after the way the story's going at this point, like I know for a fact like her story's gonna have nothing in it. Like it's gonna be the most like nothing because everything in this game's story is just nothing. That's like somebody said, you know, earlier. Like it's just this game. You just sum up this game with just nothing ever happens because nothing ever does happen in this game. And even then, with that, like, oh look, the fighters are older. It's like, yeah, they're older, but it's like they don't do anything. Like, Sagat came back. He barely looked different. He has a bit of like grey facial hair that you can only see if you angle him, if you get the right angle of him while he's, you know, while the lighting of the stage hits him. And all he does is he's just in the mountains just breaking logs and shit with a tiger, and it's like cool. He kind of did that in Street Fighter 5. Like Honda, like one of my biggest arguments about this game's roster is like I don't give a shit what anybody says. People can moan about, oh, you need the Street Fighter 2 characters, you need the World Warriors, blah blah blah. If like Capcom have always said like, well, you know, the story, we plan this around the story, like the story's important. They care about the story, even if the story is shit, which it kind of is. They still care about it and they still put effort into it. There is not a world out there where Honda being in the base roster of this game makes sense. There just isn't. Like, if you are like talking about story wise, like, what the fuck is he just opened a restaurant in Metro City. That's it. That is apparently justification enough for him to be in Street Fighter 6. Like day one, before anybody from Street Fighter 3, before characters like Ed or Aki. It's just ridiculous. Like, genuinely. And then there are some characters I feel where it's like you only see this character because of the game that they debuted in. And the two biggest characters for me that I like that are E Honda and T Hawk. Like, I guarantee those characters would be in the basement with like 12 and fucking Remy. If it was like if those two didn't debut in Street Fighter 2. Like, that's the only reason those characters still get like a free ride into most games. Obviously T Hawk less so because he's been gone for a while. But even then, I just remembered, I couldn't believe this. I saw like a couple of weeks ago, I think like Matsumoto was doing this like live Q&A thing in this like Japanese show. And it was in Japanese, so like I don't know fully what was said, but I saw somebody posted a translation of it online, and I shared it on Twitter. He said like something along the lines of like, apparently they were gonna add T-Hawk, or they wanted to add T-Hawk to the base roster of Street Fighter 6, but the only reason they didn't add T-Hawk was because they looked at the roster and they realized that if they had T-Hawk, there was a bit of a gender imbalance in terms of like ratio of like men and women on the roster. So they were like, oh, okay, instead of doing T-Hawk, we'll just make a new character, give them T-Hawk's move list, but it's just a woman, and that's how we got Lily. And it's like, fucking holy shit, you guys were seriously gonna add T-Hawk to this game. Like, that blows my mind. That like they were genuinely actually considering adding T-Hawk to this game. If they added T-Hawk to the base roster of Street Fighter 6, I genuinely don't think I would have got this game when it came out. I would have been that pissed. And I'm not the biggest T-Hawk fan. Like, I for a long time I used to say I hated him. I don't hate him now. I just don't like him at all. I just think he's a very uninteresting character. But like, him getting priority in like day one Street Fighter 6, like that would have absolutely sent me fucking raging. And the fact they only did it because they were like, oh shit, we actually need more women in the roster. And like, you know, cool, good for them to kind of like notice that and actually make that change. But like, even then, I can't praise them too much because I hate Lily. I think Lily's such a wasted like concept. Because I remember like she looked so cool in the artwork that they did. You know, the leaked artwork in the big like group artwork they did of the roster when they announced the base roster. Like, she looks really cool. And then you see her in game, and she looks way too, like, she looks really young, and like she's got these like super short shorts, and it just looks just weird, and like it's just her face looks like a gremlin, and it's just like such a mismatch between art and like finished product. Like the actual like in-game model was so off. And like story-wise, like they were teasing something with her, like something like Satsui no Hado with her, but like I just don't care enough about her to like even want to be interested. Like, but I guarantee she'll be she'll probably be in Street Fighter 7 before anybody from Street Fighter 3. I guarantee you now, because it seems like Nakayama likes her, and you know is a fan of her and whatever storyline he's got, you know, planned for her. So 100% she'll come back before anybody else from 3. But then again, I just don't expect anybody from Street Fighter 3 to be in Street Fighter 7 day one, because they've literally never had Ever since Street Fighter 3, they've never had a Street Fighter 3 character in a Street Fighter game day one. There was nobody from 3 in 4 day one. There was nobody in 3 in 5 day one. Granted, Alex did come out a month after, but he still wasn't in the game at launch when he should have been. And obviously nobody in Street Fighter 6. Sorry, nobody from Street Fighter 3 was in Street Fighter 6 day one. So I fully expect the same to happen in Street Fighter 7, because it definitely seems like Capcom are just terrified at the idea of they just think they must just think like nobody will buy the game if they see a Street at launch if they see a Street Fighter character in there. Sorry, a Street Fighter 3 character in there. You know, even if that's not the case, like 3 games in a row, like you can't tell me that's not a coincidence. Like, sorry, you can't tell me that's a coincidence. I wouldn't be upset if Mika skips this game, but it'd be cool to see her. But she's not a character I'm really dying to see come back, considering she was only in 5. I think at this rate, the only characters I would like to see back from 5 are like Zeku, Manat, Laura, Sakura. It's about it, to be honest. Like, there's other characters in 5 that I like, but like, I think I would be more willing to see more of them come back if like a lot of them weren't just in 5. And like considering how many characters from 5 have already come back in this game. Yeah, it baffles me to no end like what the fuck happened with that G storyline. It's why like this game has honestly kind of just killed my interest in the overall Street Fighter like story, because I just don't like, why should I care about a story like any storyline that they like try to sell me on, considering the way they just absolutely dropped the G storyline. Like, the fact the only update we've had about that G storyline, which was that G and Q aren't the same person, was dropped on, like, Blue Sky by Nakayama is fucking mad. Like, that is so insane. To just get stories, like, major story beat stuff just, like, dropped randomly on, like, a social media platform. Like, that is so crazy. That, to me, sums up how, like, fucked the story for this series is. When something major like that is dropped casually on, like, on something like Blue Sky, but then it's, like, the actual game, it's just, like, Shadaloo, Bison, SIN, Shadaloo, Bison, SIN, JP, Shadaloo. It's just like, God, man. Their priorities are just so messed up.
Come on now. Final round. Fight.
No, not for this game, no. I hope they do for, like, the next game, whatever it is, whether it's Street Fighter 7 or whatever. I hope they do. But not for this game. Like, this game is, like, because they would have done it by now. Considering, like, how many people, like, from the start have been, like, up in arms about how, like, shit 4 characters a year is, and they've not changed it. I actually think they've even flat out said, like, I'm pretty sure, like, Nakayama said, like, I think when Year 2 got announced, and everyone was like, why is it still 4 characters? I think even Nakayama said, like, look, like, we're never going to do more than 4 for this game. So, it sucks. It really sucks. Like, even 5 would be better. I still think I would not have even been remotely as pissed about Year 2 if it was 5 characters instead of 4. Because if they had thrown in, like, Viper or Alex or even, like, Sakura, I think if they had thrown in Sakura into Year 2, I would have been happy. Because, like, yeah, Bison's back. That sucks. Yeah, like, 2 guest characters from SNK. that's not ideal. I would have preferred just the one. But if you'd had a fifth in there to kind of like break it up, so it wasn't so you getting more Street Fighter than guest, that would have been fine.
What?
I don't know, like, from now, so with, this is year 3, like, maybe 3 years, 4 max, like, I can maybe see us get to year 7 at the absolute max. I don't know, because if you believe rumours, which have weight to them, because the same people who were saying these things were talking about, that, you know, got things about Marvel token fighters correct, and they got year 3, the lineup for year 3 correct. Apparently Capcom were also working on another Marvel vs. Capcom and a Capcom vs. SNK game. So, you know, they may eventually move on, you know, to one of those games. And, you know, quietly move on from this one. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Am I done with this one yet? How am I only 66% of the way through? Holy shit. I've got to go back to them a day. Oh my god. So yeah, I honestly think about... So we're on year 3. Yeah. I think we'll only get like 3 or 4 max. Like absolute max 4 more years maybe, but more than likely 3, because we're on 18 characters in base roster, then they added 4, so that's 22, added on another 4 for year 2, that's 26, added on another 4, so 30. So if you do another 3 years, yeah, so I think if you get to year 7, like you're kind of roughly at where Street Fighter V's roster got to. What the hell is that? Yeah, so you kind of get close to what Street Fighter V's final roster count got to. So I think, you know, I think 3 or 4 more years is probably the most likely. And yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of tag fighters. I've never been a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom games. I just haven't. I've played them. I've tried them numerous times. I just can't get into them. Mostly gameplay-wise, but I think the rosters for a lot of them. I say a lot of them. The earlier ones have good rosters, but actually even Marvel vs. Capcom 3 I think has a decent roster, but Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite's roster was so dog shit. I'm not even talking about the Marvel side. I personally couldn't really give a shit about the Marvel side of the roster. I like Marvel, but not that much. I'm more interested in the Capcom side, and the Capcom side of the Infinite roster was so bad. Like, they made that roster for people who are only like, who've only been fans of Capcom games for like 5 years. Sorry, I'll try again. I feel like the Capcom side of Infinite's roster was made for people who had only been Capcom fans for about 5 years. You know, it was just like the most boring picks possible. Like, just RE5 Chris again. Like, no Jill. I fucking had the Dreadlock Spencer from Bionic Commando again. Like, why? There's so many cool Capcom franchises they could pull a character from. But it's just the fucking same ones every time. Almost like this game. Almost like Capcom have a problem with tying themselves down to played out favorites. I dread the roster for a Capcom vs. SNK 3. I dread it, because I know that roster is going to be so boring. Because there's going to be 90% Street Fighter, and by 90% Street Fighter I mean like 90% Street Fighter 2, with a couple thrown in characters from Street Fighter 6 and Jury, and then you're going to get probably Morrigan, maybe 1 or 2. Forgot to turn off that. That's unfortunate. Sorry to my friend Tom. was I talking about? Yeah, I think that I think a CVS3 roster in 2025 or whatever, it's just going to be the most boring thing ever. Like, they might add Alex as DLC like later down the line, which is bullshit because he should be in day one. Because I remember looking into the development of Capcom in Capcom Fighting All Stars, which is the cancelled Capcom versus Capcom game that Ingrid came from. Alex was going to be in that game, but that was because they used a lot of the assets that were made for Capcom versus SNK 3 that was being made at the time, but that got scrapped because SNK were going in and out of business.
I can't thank you enough.
So they used a lot of the assets that were made for Capcom versus SNK 3 to make Capcom Fighting All Stars. So there's no confirmation, but if you use the power of deduction and see that, well, Alex was in this game that was made from the assets that were made for Capcom vs SNK 3, so potentially Alex was going to be in Capcom vs SNK 3. That game got cancelled. He got moved to Capcom Fighting All Stars, and then that game got cancelled. And then what game did he end up in? Capcom Fighting Jam. And if that doesn't just fucking say it all, I don't know what else does.
Cheers.
That was a terribly boring side quest. The side quests for this and Sagat, like, the Sagat side quests were terrible as well. You know, there's been some good side quests in the past, but the ones so far this year have been terrible. That was really shit. Yeah. I've got 3 more side quests to do, goddammit.
Hi there.
Um, I understand the dates being kind of not like I'll try that again. I understand them not being as upfront about the dates because I assume a lot of that stuff can change up until up to the final moment. Like luckily it's never happened. But we could get to a point where the development just gets to such a point where they could announce a date like, hey, this character's like, I mean, just say Alex for example. They could say, hey, Alex is coming out, I don't know, like April 5th. But then we could get to like the week before April 5th and they go, actually, sorry, things aren't working out. We need to delay him, and they can delay him, a week, 2 weeks, however long they need, which would suck, and they would get a lot of shit for it. So I assume they want to avoid that, and they'll say, when they know for a fact like this character is coming out on this date, this character is completely ready to go. Like they'll be completely ready to go by this date, then they'll do it then. I assume, it's not great, but you know, it is what it is, really. I understand why they would be hesitant to just kind of say, like, I understand why they're not saying now that Alex is coming out on this day, because say Alex is coming out in April, like, that's a lot of time for something to go wrong, and that to get pushed back and people's hopes get raised, like, oh, sick, Alex is coming in April, then, like, oh, all of a sudden you get to February and it's like, actually, no, he's coming in May or June. And then you gotta wait another 2 months. Whereas if they just said it from the start, like, sorry, if they'd said close to the time, hey, he's in June, it still sucks, but you got less time thinking it's going to be this date and when it changes. I don't know. That's just my reasoning for it. The one thing I really hate that they do is I wish they would just drop the outfit threes, like, as the character comes out. Like, I wish Viper's outfit 3 came out with her now. Like, because I've bought the pass that comes with those outfit threes, but it's like I don't get them until Ingrid comes out. That's so silly to me. Like, I paid for this thing. You're not telling me what it is. You're not showing me, you're not showing me what they look like. You're not telling me when exactly I'm going to get them. I only know I'm going to get them when Ingrid comes out because it's the last 2 outfit threes for season 1 and 2 came out with the last character of those seasons. So that's the only reason why I know it's coming out with Ingrid. But it's like, I paid for this thing. At the very least, you can just show me concept art of them, so I go, oh, that's sick. I'll buy the Ultimate Pass so I can get them, when they come out. Or I'll put money aside so I can get them when they eventually come out. But, like, I think ideally they should be coming out with each character, as they come out. That's something that really annoys me.
Hey. Are you free?
Oh, there's Viper. Why do my character's lips glow like that? It does my head in so much. Yeah, true, that is Grace. I don't know what I'm talking about. That's not Viper. Okay, can I talk to you now? I don't know why I couldn't talk to you before. Ooh, Tandon. Interesting. Oh man, are they teasing Seth? Is Seth gonna come back next year? I don't hate Seth, but I'd kind of rather have a lot of other characters before Seth. shit, where'd she go? I looked at my phone. Oh, did I get caught? Was I not supposed to fight her there? Oh, I was not supposed to get caught. I feel like, yeah, I fucked up because I'm following her, and obviously she's gonna lead me to Viper, to getting Viper as a master. But I wanna, but one about the other one saying about the tandem engines got me interested. I want to see what she was gonna say, like if there's any more, because I didn't know I was supposed to hide from them, because it's the three of them. So I'll follow her. So I think that's all that's all she must do. Is just talk about the tandem engines. So I'll go talk to the other one. See if she says anything interesting. Oh, cool. Okay, that was a complete waste of time. Hers was interesting though. Talking about the tandem engine, that's got me wondering if Seth's gonna come back at some point. Okay, I'll follow her properly now. Ah, oh, you're kidding me. Okay, let's try this again. Nice, okay. I thought I lost her for a second there.
Hook, line, and sinker. I was the one who spread the rumor and got you here. The Siren research director thing was just a ruse. I'm a part of an intelligence agency. And we've been keeping an eye on you. We've noticed. You're quite the globetrotter. But lucky for you, we know you're not wrapped up in anything suspicious. However, do you think I really believe that? Traveling the world just to get stronger? You've watched too much anime. At least be convincing!
Oh man. Oh, why do I feel like that's gonna get clipped? That's gonna be a meme. I do like that she just flat out just doesn't believe that we're just a plucky guy who likes to travel the world and get stronger. Like there has to be some motive.
To Shadowloo, right? I'll give you one more chance to answer. Tell me the truth. Are you really traveling the world just to get stronger? If you're not breaking under these circumstances, you're far better trained than I anticipated. Or an actual idiot.
Yes, we're actually just an idiot. Like our character is
I'll
just an
take you at
idiot.
your word. You.
I'll let you go and just chalk this up to you not being too bright. But that warning about never coming near this CERN building again, that was real. CERN hasn't done anything illegal yet, but I know there must be connections to something fishy. I'm here to infiltrate the company and get to the bottom of things. I don't need you getting in my way.
I need you.
If you know what's good for you, you'd head back home immediately. You can fight as much as you want if you want to get stronger, but do it somewhere else. I know, but you're the newest DLC character. I need to train under you and get stronger. I'll let you just go immediately go right back and talk to her. That's funny. Is there any side quests? Nope. Ingrid was random, but I really liked they brought her in a new game. She debuted in a game no one liked, and it was just a weird character mix. Yeah, like that definitely makes me interested in Ingrid as well. Like I am quite interested in it. I think my interest was, I don't know. I think when Year 3 got announced, I think I said my interest was like Alex at first, then Viper, then Ingrid, then Cigar. I don't know. I think over time, I think my interest has gone. Alex is still first, but I honestly think Ingrid is second for me now, and Viper third. Still, obviously, you know, I've been excited for Viper, and I'm glad she's in the game, and you know all that stuff. But I don't think the unknown for Ingrid helps her a lot. Like once I kind of like sat down and thought about it a bit more, and obviously once she got revealed, I definitely think when they showed her off at I think Evo, and it was just like the Bison hologram, which is a cutscene I know will be coming up later. That kind of like soured my kind of excitement for Viper because it's just like more Bison shit. But But when I thought about it, it's like, well, yeah, of course, she was heavily linked with, you know, Shadaloo and SIN, so it makes sense. But yeah, with Ingrid, there's a real sense of the unknown with her. That's quite interesting. That I'm looking forward to, you know, seeing what's going on with her. You know, I hope it's actually something of worth. You know, like I know we've been saying like nothing ever happens since Street Fighter 6, but if anybody's gonna be, you know, gonna prove that wrong, I hope it's her. Obviously, I hope it'd be Alex as well, but I know it's not gonna happen. But Ingrid, at the very least, should be, you know, a relatively big, you know, should make a big impact. We had to learn to listen or end your social life and then your regular life too. What the fuck? You really don't think about anything else, do you? We're basically just Goku. Like, our character is just Goku. That's not a compliment. Fine. I have the perfect job for someone as stupid, as eager as you. How about it? The car will get you into the lab in the basement. Why don't you give it a visit if you're interested? I hope they do Remy or other weird picks, El Fuerte especially for me. Yeah, honestly, a lot of people hate El Fuerte. I'd be totally fine with him coming back. I think the biggest problem with Fuerte was they made the cooking aspect of his character really obnoxious, which was a big thing of like what I called like the Ono era of the series, where like Ono was like the major guy in charge. Like a lot of the humor in Street Fighter 4 and 5 is like the most obnoxious shit that like one person really finds funny and everyone else kind of doesn't, but the person who really finds it funny is the person in charge, so you kind of just have to go with it. Because so like I will never ever fucking forgive Ono for what he did to Hugo in Street Fighter 4. Like, yeah, even in Street Fighter 3 he was never the smartest person, which is why, you know, his dynamic with Poison worked so well. But in Street Fighter 4 Hugo is just an idiot, like just brain dead stupid, and it's just like honestly like mentally like inefficient to like just an insulting degree, you know, like just made him an absolute moron, obsessed with potatoes, just not even funny, like just sad what they did to that character. And then Abigail, god, if there's any character I flat out never want to see in this game, it's Abigail. God, I hate everything about Abigail. Abigail to me sums up everything that was wrong with Street Fighter 5. Like, what a terrible character. Oh, yeah, this is the Evo cutscene. I'm still really confused why there's a fourth cutscene for her. I really wonder what that's about. Because it should be this one, and then it should just be the Mastery one, but there was 4 cutscenes in the gallery, which is really weird.
That's the leader of the organization known as Shadaloo. His name is Bison. This is simulation data based on his battle prowess. To think Siren was able to obtain something like this. But, as a research director, I'll have to test what this thing is capable of. Out of all the data obtained by Siren, this one's the most dangerous. We should be able to fight against it. You like training, right? So, give it a whirl. Let's boot it up. Begin test. I've chosen the wrong difficulty level on this game. Let's go. Try to keep up.
Oh, it's because we're gonna probably get another cutscene after we fight Bison. Got it. Oh, they actually like, it's not just the training stage, they actually like fully... Shit, I'm about to die.
Nice work.
Yeah, especially if there's only like, if the only stage this year is Sagat's and they're not doing two, it's only the one. That's still so disappointing. I keep forgetting that. Like, if they don't give Ingrid a stage, that'd be so disappointing. And I could show you your place and have you run back home with your tail between your legs.
However,
You're actually not so bad. I think you'd be perfect for a little grunt work. I wouldn't mind teaching you a thing or two about my style.
actually,
I'd much rather not have you running around sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. So let's put you on a leash, hmm? Yeah, enrolled. Oh, that counts as it. Oh, that's not too bad then. So yeah, there'll be two more side quests that she'll probably give. What we're doing? Style. Oh, I have a lot of Blanca XP, didn't we? That's all that. use all my Honda XP. I'd rather save a bit of it. So I'll get to... Come on. I'll do, and then I'll use Ed for the rest because I have a lot of Ed XP. There you go, and I didn't have to use the goddamn awful train. I'll build that back up when the next battle pass comes out for Alex, so I'm not too worried about that. Usually by grinding the battle pass on the train, I usually get enough XP to be able to rank up future characters without having to go on the goddamn train, because I hate going on the train. How does that? Oh shit, I could just fight Bison whenever I want. Damn. Oh, he's not too bad. Cool. Anything else of note in here? Just shit tons of pizza boxes. That's cool. That is an absolute shit ton of pizza boxes. Yeah, I do hope they'll do a big, like, a big kind of expansion to World 2. I just doubt it. Because I spent so much of Street Fighter 5 waiting for them to do a second story mode, and it just never happened. Oh, fuck, I forgot I pressed X by accident. I should have done straight to the GIFs. Whoops.
Even if that were the case.
We'll make the first one a simple one. Question any certain employees you run into. Many of them are former SIM employees. Find out what you can about a researcher named Maya. Impress me with what you find in your past. Ah, cool. First side quest. Gift.
I see.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
I thought this was C4. Don't scare me like that. That's funny.
Seriously? Jeez. Seriously? Jeez. Wonderful. Oh.
Laura was just saying that she wanted this brand. I don't remember saying anything like that to you. Where did you get that information? You may be better at this than I thought. Nice, that's a 40. That helps a lot.
Jeez. I see. 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 Jeez. I see.
Still blows my mind that like there's no option to just like give her multiple of these at once. Like I have to do it individually. It's been coming up to 3 years and they've still not fucking changed this. I've been complaining about this since the game came out. That you can only give these one at a time.
I see. Jeez. I see. Jeez. I see. see. Jeez. I 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 see. Yes.
Fuck. I'm sure I'd have to tell you, but I expect you to stay out of my way when it comes to my primary objective. If for whatever reason you ignore this advice, you're going on another trip to get stronger. Only this time you will be coming home again. My organization has plenty of practice making people disappear. Oh cool, luckily didn't get artwork.
I see. Jeez. 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 I see. Jeez.
Oh, that was it. Yeah. Right. Let's talk then.
What is it?
Curious about my gear? I prefer to keep things a secret, but I suppose I can tell you a bit. An organization called SIN developed them. SIN was the weapons development division of Shadaloo. After I infiltrated SIN as a researcher, I was placed on the battlesuit development team. While there, I compiled and analysed data from a huge number of fighters. The Japanese martial artist Ryu, among others, I'm sure you know some of them personally.
And there.
The analysis of their fighting data led to the development of tools that increase the capabilities of their users. I use the prototypes of these products. They're customized to fit my style, of course. SIN quickly fell apart after Seth, its CEO, died.
So,
We recovered the data we could and took all the research projects with us. What's that? It's unfair that I can use tools that create fire and lightning? Cry more. What the fuck? I have to fight against all kinds of people who can do that without any help at all. You know what they say, by hook or by crook. I've never heard that saying before in my life.
do what you gotta do.
I can't tell you everything about my mission, but I think it's best to be clear so you don't end up in my way. My targets are Shadaloo and M. Bison. Of course they are. Of course they're your targets. Why would they be something interesting? It's not like you were investigating fucking Q in Street Fighter V. It's not like that was something that could have been interesting. No, Shadaloo and Bison. What the fuck? Oh, that's something Raven from 4. He got killed in like a side thing, didn't he? No idea who she is. Oh, Goat. No, was there someone called Goat or something? Just as I'd infiltrated SIN, we had marks on other branches of Shadaloo as well. Infiltrating Shadaloo's main branch was the most dangerous, as I'm sure you could guess. Our organization chose the most talented agent we have for it. Smalt Raven was his name. We were able to use the info he gathered to put Shadaloo on the defensive. But that's where things went bad. He died just before the Black Moons were activated by Shadaloo.
For now.
I imagine his cover was compromised and he was swiftly dealt with. Sadly, it's something that comes with the territory. Shadaloo may be gone, but there are still details hidden just under the surface. I'm not in this for revenge. For me, this is nothing but another mission. Either way, I won't stop until Shadaloo and M. Bison are buried for good. Fucking hell, they were buried for good. God, this series pisses me off now. A job like this makes it difficult to balance work and family life. To be honest, I'd rather spend all my time with my daughter Lauren. But that's not possible, so I hired a nanny to take care of her when she was a baby. The woman I hired, Emily, was amazing. She has 4 kids of her own and was great with Lauren.
So,
She even had a degree in child psychology. She's sweet, but when she needs to be strict, whew, watch out. When it comes to taking care of the kids and doing all of the housework, there's no one better. I was able to leave Lauren in her care and not worry about a thing, and it's probably thanks to her that Lauren's a better cook than me. I consider her something of a mentor in motherhood. Even if we work in different fields, I respect her as a fellow professional.
right.
That's nice. I wouldn't say I particularly like or dislike being an agent, but I'm good at it, and I get paid for being good at it. I can tell you that I wouldn't want my daughter getting into the same line of work. She thinks I'm a researcher at a robotics company. When I get home late every day, she always has all the housework done.
Well,
I may be biased, but she really has grown into a fine young woman. She's smart and has started to get interested in art, though she likes sports too.
right.
When she was in elementary school, she roped her whole class into making a giant art project. She even got an award
So
for it.
actually,
It's too early to say whether she has the makings of a good artist. And even if she does, it's not exactly the career just anyone can have success with. But even still, I hope she can do what she loves and really push herself. I know she's got it in her. I've said too much. I shouldn't let my guard down just because you're a buffoon.
yes.
I don't think of myself as your master or anything. The relationship between master and pupil is much more special. My master was my training instructor when I first began this work. He was an experienced agent and had made a name for himself in an operation held in the Middle East. What was his name? I learned everything I know about this job from
For
him.
example,
Use of camouflage, trading, allies, interrogation, negotiation, intimidation tactics, and assassination. The most important lesson he taught me was how to survive anything life decides to throw your way.
so,
Even how to betray the very people you trust the most. He was my teacher, my role model, my hero, and sometimes even more than that. Ooh. Compared to that, you're nothing more than a side character that's here to do what I ask. Now get back to training if you've got that through your head. Man, why did I kind of feel like that was... I mean, it obviously wasn't Tom,
right.
but could you imagine if that was Tom? I'm not so naive to expect a nice happy future in my line of work, but I have Lauren. No matter what happens, I'll never let her be hurt. An agent is never free from the fear of retaliation, even after their mission ends. We live with that forever. One day I may be forced to change my name, my face, and disappear forever. And that's not even the worst case scenario. There are emergency contingencies for the department, of course, but those don't cover every single front. But I'm always ready. I have enough money stashed away. Anything to protect my daughter. In the end, if I'm lucky enough to see my daughter live her life happily, then I'll know that my life was perfect. No.
I need you.
A promise is a promise. I'll teach you one of my own techniques.
You.
You keep saying you want to get stronger, but what exactly is your plan after that? Get even stronger than that. That's your goal, so it will just never end? That's
However-
idiotic. That said, maybe that's the best way to pursue something as vague as strength.
Well then,
It's time to test your abilities whenever you're ready.
that's right. Yes. That's right. Well, at any rate, speaking of which, that's what I imagined. All right. I need you.
Sorry that I'm just skipping through these, but it's just such generic dialogue. I don't think there's anything really we're missing out on, to be honest. What is my ideal season? Ooh, that's a good question, actually. At this point, year 4, ideal. See, that it's the wording of it. I hate to be an arse about it, but ideal to me is like a season where I'm happy, but I know people aren't going to complain. Because I could have my perfect season would be a bunch of characters I know 90% of people out there wouldn't like and wouldn't want. But, you know, ideally, you know, I would have like one character I know somebody would like, most people would be happy with, like Vega. And I wouldn't be against Vega making it, but he's not a character I'm dying to see. But I would have him and like maybe another character I'm not that bothered about, but I wouldn't mind seeing, and then like 2 characters kind of like that I really do want to see to kind of help balance that. If I could, I assume you're asking like what's my just dream season. Sean, Remy, Necro, Makoto would probably be my ideal season. I know it's all Street Fighter 3 characters. If I was doing an ideal season in the sense of like it would be balanced with so it's not just everybody from Street Fighter 3, I'd do Sean, Necro, Sakura, and probably like Manat. I think that's like I would be happy with all those characters making it in. But the 2 ones I mainly want next are Sean and Necro. So yeah, hopefully that answers that. I know that was a very complicated answer for what should have just been a very simple question, but that's me.
Okay. Hey.
I don't know about mastered. That's not surprising. One can only master so many things. In fact, that's one of the reasons SIN was collecting data on all those fighters and their styles. They wanted to combine every style to create the ultimate fighter. And yet their creation, Seth, was branded as nothing more than another failure when they were defeated. It's a good reminder that being a jack of all trades sometimes means being a master of none.
Okay.
Time for another test. Get ready. Yeah, I mean, I'll always go to bat for Street Fighter 3 because it's, you know, Third Strike's my second favorite game of all time. Like, I'm obviously going to lean towards that more than other games. But there's plenty of other characters I'd like to see from other games, you know, like I'd love to see Abel, you know, Sakura, like I said, Manat, Laura, Zeku, Cody, Guy, Sodom. Like, there's tons of characters I'd like to see that aren't just from Street Fighter 3. But it just so happens that most of the characters I want to see the most are from Street Fighter 3. Like, Elena was up there until she got added. Like, she was like, I think when I thought about it, I think Elena was like my 5th most wanted character from Street Fighter 3. Because it was Sean, Alex, Necro, Remy, and Elena, then Makoto, then Dudley. Were like my top 6 from Street Fighter 3 that I wanted to see in the game, like in that order. And I've got Alex and Elena now. So, you know, slowly but surely it'll probably get whittled down, but I think maybe I'll get maybe like 2 or 3 more. 3 if I'm absolutely really lucky. But I expect like maybe 1 or 2 more from that list. You know, I could see maybe making it into this game. You crossed paths with Juri Han, correct? Don't try to lie, we all know about your interactions. There was a time we worked together, you could call it a mutually beneficial relationship, but a word of advice, she's not trustworthy at all. Always handle a spider carefully, you never know when it may decide to bite. Oh, I just realised, oh sorry, oh, I had those headphones on for way too long. Oh, I just realised I haven't needed to have them on for like the last half hour. Don't take this the wrong way, but I'd rather be doing something else than entertaining you. I really just want to be with my daughter. Children really do grow up before you're ready. She's becoming her own person in each and every day, and I want to be there for that.
That's right.
I started as an agent after I was recruited. You'd be surprised how many agents are recruited right out of school like any other job. So if you were thinking about getting into this line of work yourself, well, I wouldn't recommend it I wouldn't recommend it at any rate. Yeah.
Oh.
Picking this up quicker than I expected. Here's another technique for you to use.
That's right. Right.
My investigation confirmed that you were never associated with Shadley when it was around, but you do have connections with former associated parties. Have you never considered joining up with them? Maybe it seems too scary. You really are an idiot. People like you always end up in these situations because you can't answer a question honestly. It's a miracle that you didn't end up as some flunky dying for their cause. Leave people like that to professionals like me. You just make sure you keep your head on straight.
Wonderful.
Steve, favorite theme, least favorite, and opinion on Viper's theme. Favorite theme. I gather we're just strictly talking character theme here. Favorite character theme is Elena's. That one was really good. Least favorite. Honestly, put every other character theme in the game that's not Elena's in a hat, and pick one out at random, and chances are that probably one of my least favorite. I don't think the OST is like as bad as everybody says it is. Like, I don't think it's amazing. There's some good tracks. Like, I like Ryu's, I like Chun's, I like Jamie's, but there's some I just don't like at all. But like, I can't even like think of it off the top of my head. Like, maybe Zangief's or JP's. Like, just I don't know, because there's ones like that, like those types of like themes. Like, I've never listened to more than once when they came out. Like Honda's as well. Like, I couldn't even tell you what Honda. Like, I couldn't even hum Honda's theme. Like, I just don't remember it. So those types, I guess. I can't think of one specific least favorite one, but like any of them, will do. And Sea Viper's theme was good. Not my favorite, but I thought it was pretty solid. I think it was a good kind of homage to that kind of Street Fighter 4 music while still feeling Street Fighter 6ish, which I think is a good blend. Kind of like I feel the same about Elena's theme. Like, Elena's felt like a good like Street Fighter 3 type theme while still having a Street Fighter 6 essence to it, which I think is the ideal like point you want to hit. Like, I'm really interested in seeing what they're going to do for Alex's theme, because I don't think they'll just do Jazzy NYC again as much as I would want them to. But I hope there's something in there like that's Jazzy NYC to it, even if it's not like strictly just a remix or something like that. But I hope it's just something that can actually like listen to and not just kind of be bored like some of the other themes. You should have no problem with this move at your level.
I need you.
Oh, this is the part I think is. I mean, obviously, doing the train is boring, and just giving them gifts one by. I'm sorry. And giving them gifts one by one is boring. But like going through like this part when like they run out of conversations in art, he's got to mash through their things just to just to like get their mastery done is like, oh, so boring.
I don't do overtime.
Damn, she's kicking my ass.
You.
Are you familiar with the Nation of Nation? Suspicious investment and funding aid terrorist groups. It's a nation with a number of worrying trends. A number of these can be traced back to a certain former high-ranking Shadley member, and one of my most important targets. Oh, okay.
Speaking of which,
Do this job long enough and an ally one day, maybe an enemy the next. That applies doubly for the various intelligence agencies around the world. Take England's Delta Red, for example. We shared the target of Shadaloo, but even then things didn't go smoothly. It devolved into a constant battle over information and jurisdictionary arguments. Bickering helps no one, and I'd like to avoid it, but sometimes you need a roll in the mud.
that's right.
Data harvesting sensors, AI-powered movement prediction outfits equipped with weapons. It's thanks to these tools that I can face even the most powerful fighters from around the world. I hate to think how I'd do without everything. I have to imagine my performance would decrease around 80%. Wow, even she's saying she's carried by the tech. That's kind of interesting that even she's like, yeah, I'd be like bottom tier. I'd be fucking Dan tier if I didn't have like all this tech. It's about time for our final test. Are you ready? Yes, finally be ready for about 10 minutes. Oh my god, can you stop fucking blocking? Oh nice, I got her boots.
Okay.
You did well, I have nothing left to teach you. Yeah, mastery.
Just remember, strength alone doesn't pay the bills. It's not a rational thing to want, but you do you. Wow.
To tell the truth, I didn't think you'd become this good. I hate to admit it, but I had to kick seeing you improve little by little. It reminded Mai of watching... Oh, spelling mistake. Hope someone got fired for that. It reminded me of watching my daughter when she was young. What is it? You want to know the test? I do not. Alex countdown. It's Alex now. Well, I've got to do the side quests, and then we'll be done with Viper.
Well, and
Cool. So, where am I going for this side quest? Peekaboo. Huh? Don't think I gave you my info. But since you'll be assisting me, well, I'd be stupid not to look into the people I work with. I don't tolerate mistakes, I'll be watching you. That emoji. What are you doing? I'm trying to get stronger. Chilling. I see. You're wrong if you think you'll get anywhere doing it like that. Use your head, be efficient. Well, was it what you were hoping? Understood. Believe it or not, I was quite happy with your work. This may not be a bad idea after all. I love that she's just using this same emoji. I thought I'd pick up some for my daughter. Got a flavour you like? Oh, it's about ice cream. Actually, don't bother replying. I'll just buy every flavour I want to try. Not being able to decide on a flavour of ice cream. Isn't that a nice problem to have? But one I won't need to worry about today. Oh, that's the last text. Oh my god. So many fucking things. Maya from SIN. I'm afraid I don't know anything. Did she make the tangent engine? Inquire further. I'll go fight them. I just heard about the tandem engine through rumours. It's some kind of SIN tech that CERN has access to. I really don't know anything about SIN or this Maya. If anything, I wish you'd tell me. Oh, they're all upstairs.
Yes.
Maya with the red hair? I saw her once but don't know much.
Give me a break.
I just passed her in the hall once at work. Let's see, red hair, black suit, sharp eyes. Only thing I ever heard was that she was very good at her job. I bet she looked good in a lab coat. What the fuck? Hello? Nose Taro. Osu, if it's delivery you're after, I'm at your service. We bring you everything freshly made, or we can bring you to your family freshly made meal. Some chanko stew? No. I'll fight you though. What? Eh? Why am I, what? Oh, you're kidding me, I've got to go all the way back. That's so annoying. Oh, what the hell was that about?
Ah, that's right. Well,
Mine, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Although that's a name I haven't heard. Oh, wow, there's a lot of spelling mistakes in this. Please don't go poking into this any further. I will, actually. Okay, if you're really so intent, I'll tell you. Just a little bit, okay? Maya was the name of my first love. I was just 15 years old and she had the most beautiful black hair. I remember it like yesterday. There she was, surrounded by the falling petals of late spring. Oh, that's enough, you say? Well, young people these days. Okay, that was weird.
huh?
Maya from SIN? Don't make me remember that place. I completely skipped that. Sorry, I had no idea what he just said. My brain just automatically mashed through that. The job's so stressful I get tummy ache just thinking about it. Damn it. My last job was in the battle data department at SIN, but I don't remember anyone named Maya. Cool, glad I was able to read that after I mess that up. I'll have to slow down the mashing on that. Damn it. How do I get up there? Someone else on this floor, I think. Nope. I hate looking around. Oh, hey Sado, how's it going? I hate trying to find my way around this goddamn building. No, can't get into that way. Of course. That's good to hear. Yeah, I tried going to the 7th floor, but it was closed for construction, so I might have to try the 4th floor. The 5th, I think. Oh my god. Yeah, I hate going in this building. It's one of the parts I was dreading about the Viper update. Was having to fucking go in this building. Oh yeah, I thought it was the 3rd floor, so... No, god damn it. Pressed the wrong button. I don't want to go back to Viper. Sin? Maya? What are you talking about? Oh, that's cool. What method did you find? I mean, it's CERN is a graduate done by the other company. CERN was the only one who seemed interested in my thesis of fully automated household appliances after all. Maya, just hearing the name sends shivers up my spine. I don't want to hear it again from you. You're just as scary as she is. Well, maybe not that scary. She was one of the top members of my old job, SIN. We joined around the same time, but I was just another flunky. I was terrified of how good she was. I didn't want to be compared to her. Luckily, we never worked together. I wonder what she's doing now. I know a lot of SIN people ended up coming here to CERN. I suppose she must not be here since I've never heard anything about her. Am I a bad person if I feel a little relieved? There's one more person down there. I got same tournaments gives once for the character XP. Oh, that's not too bad. I just use the train, to be honest. It's boring, but it gets the job done. Maya from SIN, no idea, sorry. Forgot those. Yeah, I know how you feel. Fortunately, I have to always do 100% for every character for the content. Well, that's the curse I chose by making a YouTube channel about Street Fighter. But Maya, of course I know her. She was a researcher in the Battlesuit division. I was on the Project Bleach, so I don't know much other than that. But I can tell you that someone who was on the project is in this building. There are rumours that Maya was trying to get on the project herself, but I can call the guy for you if you want. Just, please let me go. Oh my god. Yeah, that's usually what I do, but I usually just wait for the year. I just wait for the whole year to be over, then I just call it Street Fighter 6 year blank 1 year later. Or Street Fighter 6 X amount of years later. Maya of SIN, I suppose you must be trying to get a rise out of me, hmm? You must be the little mouse sniffing around our work. I've heard of your continued adventures into our building, but I must confess I'm surprised you made it this far. We assumed you were just another moronic fighter and we chose to leave you alone. It seems this was a mistake. I shall take responsibility and send you to the Great Dark myself. Ah, but it wouldn't do to fight here near all this delicate equipment. Let's move somewhere else, shall we? Ooh. Tell me, did Maya send you? Is she still after my possession? I'm not sure who you mean. You know nothing then. Very well, you will die ignorant. Oh, you're kidding me. But yeah, now that I finished 100%, well, I still got to finish the Banshee stuff. I'm going to see if it's possible to mod World Tour now. Oh, that'll be cool. Yeah, I've never actually looked into any mods for World Tour. Maya was an impressive worker. She single-handedly put a failed project back on course. If only she stayed where she belonged. She was greedy. She attempted to put her dirty hands on Project Bleach too. That's right, she wanted my position for herself. It was approved by those in charge and I became her subordinate. But I hold no grudge. Why? Haha. Because as soon as she took charge, someone deleted all the data related to Bleach. After that, she disappeared, and not once have I had to hear her name again. So in the end, she became the very thing that saved me. I should be thankful, don't you think? And now I have oversight of all projects at CERN. Well, that fool has fallen so far from heaven. Yeah, that's a shame. Like, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because I've not heard anything about like Modern World Tour, just like all the model and costume mods, like that insane Shawn mod I found, or someone sent me the other day.
Wonderful.
He said he was thankful. Haha, I should be the one thanking him for leaking all that information. I'm sure you've already connected the dots, but the researcher known as Maya is none other than me. Based on what you told me, it seems that no one is aware of that. That's good. I could disguise myself as much as I want, but it would be risky to ask people directly if they were suspicious. Cool.
Other side?
I have another job. I need you to protect a VIP. Her name is Lauren. She's a girl in her teens. That's right, she's my daughter.
Reality.
One thing led to another, and now she's in Metro City alone. I'd like to be the one protecting her, but I can't go showing my true identity so close to my target. Besides, she says she hates me now. Oh, Lauren. Regardless, I'm putting you on escort duty. Oh, I never remember how you can leave here. 'Cause the game just doesn't let you fast travel, does it? Oh no, yes, does it? Oh, I couldn't remember. For some reason, I completely forgot that it can let you fast travel from inside the building. I thought you had to leave to then be able to do all that. Alright, where is she? It's going to be during the day, isn't it? Yeah, day. Damn, she's taller than me, I think. My mom just texted me. She said she's going to send one of her co-workers to show me around. How did she find out? I wanted to show her that I'm fine doing stuff like this on my own. First, my friend cancels on me. Then mom can't come because she has stupid work. Now I'm here in Metro City with nothing to do. It sucks. And mom won't shut up about how it's dangerous alone. I'm not a kid anymore. I guess at least I get to hang out in Metro City. Thanks for your help anyway. Let's grab something to eat first. Yeah, it's cool that she actually shows up. Where is she? Where did she go? I got lost. There she is. So this place is famous. Is there anything you recommend? Pepperoni pizza. Oh, that sounds good. I'll get that. Whoa, this is good. Oh, wow. The Bosch flashbacks.
Everything okay?
Are you thinking about another time you ate this with someone? Wow, you very perceptive. I know that feeling. Mom and I have had a lot of nights where we ordered pizza because she got home late and we didn't have any food. For some reason, those nights where we ate together or like that are the ones that I remember the most. God damn it. Hello. This town is filled with certain employees who used to work with SIN. I can't show my face without a disguise. That's why I always use this disguise to keep an eye on Lauren from afar whenever she's here. Yeah, some of them are decent, like, but there was the one with Sagat that was like destroying drones And the other side quest with the Viper that I did earlier, where you have to like track down the drones, like send you the photos. Those were kind of shit. I didn't like those, especially the Sagat one from that where you had to destroy the drones. That side mission was fucking awful. Film stuff. Let's walk around a bit. Head to Beat Street, Hong Hu Man. Head to Bayside Park. Well, we'll go to Beat Street.
Oh,
That's it. We just ate pizza. Yeah, we ate pizza. He got a bag on his head. He blew himself up. Good times. Oh, I've seen this place on FoodTube. Will you take my picture?
nice.
Oh, nice job. This looks great. I'll just send it to my mom. Wait, no, I forgot we were fighting. I wonder if I seem like I'm irresponsible. I don't think I'm too bad. I always do my chores on time. And like, she's never home because of work, but she still complains about me going out. It's so annoying. She's so overprotective all the time. Ugh, now I'm just working myself up. I ended up saying that I hated her and wanted to move out as soon as possible. I know I shouldn't have. I don't know why I was so mad. Sorry to be a buzzkill. Let's go do some shopping. The shop at the Sodom truck is pretty crazy, right? Let's check it out. Oh my gosh, she's just everywhere.
For you.
Not bad. Oh, she likes the photo.
Awesome.
All these I'll try again. All these outfits are ridiculous. Is that? I wish there was an actual story mode to watch in Street Fighter 6. It's fun, but it's really just something you just got to fit the avatar. Yeah, I do think that's the downside of it. It's just nothing. I just the way this is done, there's just nothing happens. Like, I like having I do enjoy having the character and letting them walk around the world, but like the way the story is done, it's just like none of the actual playable cast like does anything. And I think it's such a shame. If I had the choice, if I was like, right, you got to do World Tour mode, I would still have Battle Hub and that you create a character to walk around the Battle Hub, but I would have Luke as the main character, and you play as him and you collect all the fighting styles, and then eventually, once you get all the masters for everybody, or you get to the end of the story mode, you unlock Luke's actual moveset that he has in game. You just go through the whole story as it is, but you just play as Luke. But you allow the other characters to like be involved in the plot, and like Luke, like Kimberly and Jamie join up with Luke and you get a party. Maybe you can even play as them. But then I think once you finish World Tour and you do the story, then I think you should be allowed to take your character that you made for Battle Hub and you should be allowed to, you know, take them into World Tour and like run around as them and, you know, play as them with, you know, the custom moveset, so that you still get this character with the custom moveset, but like the main story I think should have been you playing as Luke, and the story's about him. He's involved, he's actually interacting, he's speaking, and like you allow the other characters. You can get Ken involved in the story, because the story's not about anybody else in this game. The story is about you and Bosch, and like that's cool, but like once that story's over with, like nothing else happens. You know, I just think it's a shame. You're strong. It actually really reminded me of my mom.
Mom.
You know, she always comes home completely exhausted, but then she always leaves wearing a perfect suit the next day. Whenever I see her like that, I'm always so, well, try again. I'm always so proud to call her my mom. I know I'll always be able to count on her. I really do know that all the work she does is for me. I know how much she loves me, but that's exactly why it's so frustrating when she uses work as an excuse. How am I supposed to respond to that? All I wanted was to be able to do stuff on my own, but then I went and said all that to her. I guess I am still just a bratty little kid. How am I supposed to go out on my own like this? I should apologize. Please excuse me a moment. I bought a shirt for Mom as a gift to say sorry, the same one that an employee is wearing. Can we go somewhere I can get some exercise? I need to work out these feelings. Head to Outlaws Court. Oh, street basketball. You really do know all the good spots. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Oh, because my dog is whining. Oh, this is a comic. On up you go then. Up. Good boy. Up. Up. Go on. Good boy. Ooh. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Mom, what are you doing here?
Able to sneak out of work for a bit. How are things going? Are you having fun?
It's fine. Though, some weird guy tried to attack me before. You were right, Mom. It's too dangerous. I can't do anything on my own. I'm sorry for what I said. I took it for granted that you'd forgive me because you're my mom. I guess I'm not ready to do things by myself just yet.
Oh, Lauren, you're being silly. Listen. You'll know when
Oh, I just realised that by Sean's third strike parry stage.
nothing will ever
Cool.
change that I'm your mother and that I love you. But I know I could worry less too. I'm sorry for being so nosy. I don't want to keep you from doing what you want to do. Will you tell me everything when I'm home?
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
Good. And if you're going sightseeing alone, pick somewhere with more people. Like Beat Square?
Ugh, Mom, what happened to not being nosy?
That was nice. I still think whenever they add Sean, because I still have hope, I still think Sean has a decent chance to be in this game. I think whenever they add him, if they add him, of course, but whenever they add him, I think the basketball court is like 100% the place where they should put him. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Yay! Viper's done. I can't be bothered to do that. I'll record that and so I can talk about it in the Street Fighter 6 3 years later video. But yeah, so that's Street Fighter 6 done for now. That's Viper done. Overall, yeah, that was decent. Good character stuff. I liked her relationship with Lauren. That was definitely the highlight of her stuff in this game. Like unquestionably, that was the best part of it. Was, you know, them showing more of her and Lauren, because I think, if I remember right, you only really get like a little bit of her and Lauren interacting in, I think, Viper's Street Fighter 4 arcade ending. So it's cool to see more of that and see more of their relationship. Her arcade mode, I still think, was very kind of just nothing. Like, the ending again was nice, because, you know, with her and Lauren. But, like, the stuff with JP, the fight with that was complete filler. Like, nothing really happened. There was no even real reason for them to fight. It felt really random. Other than, you know, I'm investigating JP, blah, blah, blah. And, like, she fought JP, beat JP, but then JP just went, actually, lol. This was just a phantom. I wasn't really here. You didn't really beat me. Bye. And it's like, okay. And then it just cuts to her going home to Lauren, which was cool, but like, man, yeah. Again, like, just the main story of Street Fighter 6 is just like nothing ever happens. Like, nothing happens with these characters. The plot doesn't move forward, it just moves in circles, basically. I knew we weren't going to get anything on Q or G, but I'm still disappointed because there was still a chance we could have. Crazy to me that they had that entire like profile of hers in Street Fighter on the CFN website for Street Fighter 5 say, like, talk about her investigating Q, and you know, we know that the CIA are investigating Q, and there was just like nothing at all. Like the CIA's investigation into Q, like nothing. Like it wasn't even like all they talked about with the CIA was when they were investigating Shadlu in Street Fighter 4 and 5. Like just super disappointing. It's like nothing from Street Fighter 3 might as well have happened. That's still the case. It's still the case with Elena. But then again, she was a character who didn't have much to do with Street Fighter 3's plot in general, so, you know, I can't really blame Elena for that. The real test, of course, will be Alex. I'm interested in seeing if they'll even fucking mention anything about what happened in Street Fighter 3. They kind of have to, but I wonder how brushed over it's going to be. Is it just going to be like Alex being like, yeah, I did some soul searching, I beat up a guy, you know, I got revenge on this guy who beat up my, you know, who attacked my mentor. And then that's it. You're gonna get like a vague artwork of like Alex beating Gil or something. Is it just that's gonna be it? It's like, you know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm not optimistic. In the slightest. I really have low expectations for like anything from Street Fighter 3 story to really matter. But yeah, that was probably my biggest disappointment. Was like plot wise, she didn't really do anything. She just fought JP for some reason, and it didn't even matter. Nothing to do with Q or G. So that whole thing was just a complete waste of time. So yeah, like story-wise, I'm whelmed. Like I didn't have high expectations anyway, but even then I still feel kind of bummed. But yeah, it is what it is. I think Viper's cool. I like her in this game. I'm glad she's in. Hope we see more characters like her. That skipped 5 because, like I was saying earlier, I think we've got way too many Street Fighter 5 characters that were in Street Fighter 5 in this game. So it was good to get a character like Viper in this game. She's a really cool inclusion. I think she turned out great. I'm not going to main her, but she's pretty solid. I like her. So yeah, but obviously the main one now is Alex. Alex is next. Unfortunately, he's probably going to be quite a long time. Oh, I should read this message. This is the suit I used on my last assignment. It was a real pain to design a form-fitting outfit like this while hiding all those gadgets. That is wrong, because the last assignment she had that we saw was in Street Fighter 5, which is not that costume. So, sorry to be the nerd, the lore nerd, but that's incorrect. That was the costume she wore in Street Fighter 4, which is not what she was wearing in Street Fighter 5. Naturally, I don't expect anybody at Capcom to really care about that. Okay, weird that was highlighted. Check the gallery, and then I'll move on to City of the Wolves. We'll wrap up with Joe's arcade mode, because I haven't played as Joe yet. Yeah, they did split that up. That's cool. Cool that Viper gets 4 cutscenes, technically. Yeah, it's part of a side quest. It's like a festival thing. It's like just a bunch of the masters show up. To be honest, I kind of just like glazed through it. I didn't really pay that much attention to it. It was cool, but it wasn't like a massive, shocking, like, oh, like sick thing. It was just like, oh yeah, this is a cool little thing. Man, I'm pissed at myself because my brain immediately goes to this being Tom. I know it's not, because it doesn't really look anything like him, but maybe you can kind of see it. It'd be crazy if it was Tom. Nah, it's probably not Tom. It'd be cool if it was Tom, though. Yeah, no, I think Viper was solid. Like, I didn't really know what my expectations were. You know, I was hoping maybe they would do something like just not even like a big thing, like just to be like, oh yeah, I was investigating this guy in a metal mask. Like that's all I was really kind of thinking they would do, but they didn't even do that, which is really disappointing. But can't say I'm surprised at this point with this game, but hey ho. Yeah, I don't think it's him. It doesn't really look like him at all, but I just... Because she was talking about, like, oh, like, my military inspector who did these things in the Middle East, and I'm like, maybe you can kind of swing that to being Tom, but I doubt it. Yeah, that's true. I suppose that's one way to look at it. There's still quite a lot of SIN stuff, but it was more so, like, not wrap-up, but, like, just kind of, like, filling in a lot of the blanks of the kind of fallout. I'm still pissed she talked more about Bison and Shadaloo than anything else, like Sin or not Sin, like Seth related or Q or G related. But I can't say I'm not surprised at this point. So I'll quickly do Joe's arcade mode. I'll get my thoughts on that. I'm not expecting a lot because it's Joe. I expect this more to be a comedy thing. I'm not doing this episodes of Southtown because, to be honest, it's not the greatest to watch. I feel what like watching someone else play episodes of Southtown I don't think is the most fun thing in the world.
Fatal Fury.
But
City of the Wolves.
you know, that as well as like I'm way too tired to sit for another like 2 hours playing episodes of Southtown. I'd rather do it in my own time, especially after having just, you know, been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes. A mighty wind blows as Joe Higashi roars onto the City of the Wolves roster. Play through Joe's arcade/EOST adventures and see what awaits the Muay Thai master now that he's back in Southtown. The Legend of Joe to be continued. And the ranked match updates. Cool. I've not actually played as Joe yet, like at all. Yeah, the story was decent. Like, if what's there is good, it's just weird because you can tell like there's some certain characters not being playable yet means the story just kind of has aspects to it that just don't exist at the moment. Like Mr. Big is a big one, no pun intended. Where like his side of his role in the story is pretty much non-existent because he's not in the game yet. Once he's in the game, that'll make a lot more sense, but like he shows up in like other characters' story modes as if he's like the game just like the game thinks you already know what he's doing and why he's doing these things, but you don't, because you just don't get any explanation into it. So it's really weird. There's other characters like that as well, but Mr. Big is the worst one for it. Like genuinely, his side of the story just doesn't exist, like currently. And like the stuff with Stroheim, like obviously there's data mine stuff that suggests that may become relevant if they do more seasons of DLC, but like that is never explained. It's just like there's a Stroheim hosting this tournament, and that's all you get. Like, it's just weird. Like I feel like when the game's done, the story will be really good because you'll get all of it, and all of it will make sense. But until then, like, the story is just weirdly fragmented.
They would have no footage resembling a climactic finale. Luckily, Joe and Cheng caught wind of the upcoming King of Fighters tournament. And so, a storm blew into Southtown as Joe Higashi prepared to film the greatest fight scene in the history of cinema.
I know there's people from the original developers of Mark of the Wolves involved in the game still at SNK. I don't think the writers are the same. Because there's like plot stuff from Mark of the Wolves that's been mentioned that like didn't make it into City of the Wolves, like characters and stuff. Like basic premise stuff got carried over. Like what's his face? Stuff like Hotaru and Gato's dad, like he was apparently going to be the final boss of Mark of the Wolves 2. And obviously Joe having a student was another thing, like that he was gonna, like he had a student in the original Mark of the Wolves 2, which obviously became Preacher. So like aspects got carried over, but like ultimately, like they've not, to be honest, they've not really said what the plot was gonna be. It was only actually recently, like the other day, someone who worked on the original game was like, "Oh yeah, like Gato and Hotaru's dad was gonna be the main villain." It's like, okay, sick. Can we get more info on that? Sick. I love getting poked out my level 3s.
This victory goes to me. So does the next one, and the one after that.
It's too late to back out now, I'm sorry to say. Get ready for a world of hurt.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Come on.
I just realised fighting Billy, so Billy's not his rival, or his final boss, which is interesting. I'll be Preacher, of course I'll be Preacher. You know what? I'm going to look at his moves, because I should have done this from the start. Hurricane Upper, yeah. Bog Standard, Slash Kick, yeah. Tiger Kick, yeah. Bakaretsu Ken. Yeah. Golden Sumasaki. Fearless Man. Okay. Rev Blows, Screw Uppers, Slide Screws. Cool. It's been a while since I played City of the Wolves. I don't remember any of the inputs or the moves. Shit.
End of the road.
Round 2. Get ready.
Yeah, it feels like a bit of a missed opportunity considering, you know, their whole dynamic in relationship across the series. Not just in Fatal Fury, but, you know, KOF.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
Yeah. I always like it's a funny storyline to me, but like I always wish it went somewhere, because like also we've just had KOF for so long, where like even SNK themselves have like admitted that like they're never gonna do anything with the storylines of like non-KOF characters, so like Fatal Fury, Art of Fighting, stuff like that. Like they're never gonna move those storylines forward, like out of respect for the original series and the original developers, which I get. I think it's silly, but I get.
It's about time you got your life back on track.
But you know, I think it's a funny gag, but like I prefer it in Fatal Fury where it actually like goes somewhere or has the potential to go somewhere.
Teleportation will have to wait. All right, I'll take you on.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Go! Hurricane! Come on!
Shit. Holy shit, I can't believe I still won that.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, that's true.
Round two. Get ready. Fight.
Like, I don't mind it too much when it, like, within it's the Fatal Fury and the Art of Fighting characters, because, like, I don't really care too much about them anyway. Like, it's not that I don't like them, but it's like, when it comes to KOF, I like the KOF originals, like your Kyos, your Shingos, your K-Dashes, stuff like that, the Oris and all that. But like, what irks me with the whole refusal to really move things along and do, you know, kind of is when you get shit like the K-Dash characters, or just the Nest characters in general, like when you get when you get like their story, like the whole storyline with like K-Dash and Cooler and everyone involved with that in KOF 15. Like, fuck, that was terrible. Like, that pissed me off so bad. I was actually going to do a review of KOF 15 and, like, give you my thoughts on the story. But I was so pissed after I finished after I got all the endings. That, like, I was too furious to do a review for a bit. And I just kind of forgot about doing it after a while. Because the story of that game just pissed me off so much because it was just shit. That I just couldn't be bothered to do it because I just didn't want to. It basically just be me sat there like just fucking raging for like half an hour, and at the time I just couldn't be bothered to do it because it was that thing where it was almost like it was so bad, like I just didn't see the point in whining about it and like, you know, doing a video complaining about it, because it was like it wasn't worth the effort of like sitting down, recording it, like writing down the key points I wanted to talk about, because that's what I do with the Street Fighter 6 Year 3s. Like, I make notes, and then like I have the notes up on the screen as I talk, and like I try and hit those points as I talk. Like I couldn't even be bothered to like write my notes for that. I couldn't be bothered to sit down and record it. I couldn't be bothered to like then like edit it all together, record the footage, put it, you know, it was like, it just, the story was so bad, like it just wasn't worth the effort. Yeah, fuck that game, man. Good game. Like, think KOF is a great game. Fuck the story. Story was terrible.
Jeez, what is it with kids these days? They're getting way too serious. Live a little. Overeat. Sleep in.
I do like Joe. He's not a character I really pay much attention to, especially in KOF, but I do quite like Joe. Oh, of course I'm fucking fighting this guy. Oh, I'm not bothered to skip this shit.
Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, Street Fighter 6 is the potential, man, for fucking fighting game stories. Like, it is just like... You know. You know. Like, they call Street Fighter 6's story 007. Zero stakes, zero relevant, you know, characters. 7 games referenced with better stories. Ah, damn it. Almost got double perfect.
Oh, let me perform at one of your shows. I'll blow the
Oh,
crowd
shut
away
up,
with my
Joe.
hurricane up.
No, Joe, don't take the Saudi blood money. You don't need it. Oh my, wow, why the fuck is Mai his rival?
Well, look who it is. If you've made your way this far, then your punches must be as sharp as ever. But, what's the deal with the dog and pony show?
Oh, Chen. Oh, damn it. I completely forgot he was in this.
Actually, we're filming a documentary for old Joe here. And hey, we're just getting to the climax. So, come on, man. Hand it up for the camera. Action!
And wouldn't you know it, suddenly, somehow, I got a camera crew following me around. But don't sweat it, they won't get in the way of a fight. So, give it all you got.
Alright. I'll just pretend they're not there. Just to be clear, though, this is a serious match. No whining if I beat you on film.
Well, duh. Quadjai was saying a real heart-pounding showdown is just what the movie needs.
Oh, Quadjai mentioned.
But enough about my rise to fame. You heard about this prize?
You mean Geese's so-called legacy? Sounds shady if you ask me. I did spot Billy Pond lurking around, so there must be more to this somehow.
I see. Sounds like there's good reason to keep my head on a swivel, huh?
Hey, Joe, everything all good over there? We've been ready to roll for ages now.
Yeah, keep your shorts on. The legendary Joe Higashi is ready for his close-up.
Round one. Get ready. Fight.
Oh, what the hell? That's bullshit.
Wait. Round two. Get ready. Fight.
can you just stop just defending everything? My god. Yeah, no, not surprised at all she popped that.
Cool down. Joe, wait. Get up.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight. Why punish?
Come on. Hurricane Upper.
My god. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, fuck's sake.
Final round. Get ready. Fight.
I think it's also me just kind of sucking at these games, to be honest, more than the CPU. Like, the CPU's annoying because it's just blocking everything. It's not even like the tactics it's doing aren't even that good. It's just blocking so much that it's just annoying. Oh, like that is bullshit. Like, how is she able to just poke me out of everything I do? Fucking oh my god.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight.
Should've just done it on bloody level 1, just so I can get through this quicker. I want to go to bed soon. Like, stop just defending everything.
Get up.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Yeah, to be honest, I was actually thinking about that when Viper was talking about, like, Seth being, like, a master, like, a jack of all trades, master of none. Like, I think it'd be really cool if if they revealed at some point in an expansion or something, or if they ever had Seth, if, like, our avatar is actually, like, a Seth clone, like a spare copy of Seth or something, or, like, something made, like, the same way as Seth. And, like, that's why we're just so easily capable of just, like, learning everybody's moves. But I don't think they do that, because I think that would go against a lot of people's own headcanons for, like, how they want, like, how they see their character. If it's like, you know, some people would be like, no, I don't, you know, my character is this. They're not a clone body. Like, they're not a body like Seth. Like, I think it'd be really cool. I think it'd be a cool twist. But I don't really expect it.
Oh man! Even though you knew what I was capable of, you My moves way too easily. Back to the drawing board.
Nah, man. I can hardly believe how you kept the pressure up all the way to the big finish. You make Shira Nui-style ninjutsu look pretty sweet.
Hey there. You two throwing down?
Oh, Terry! What are you doing here?
Hey, Terry! Wow, is the gang getting back together?
I heard my old rivals made it to the finals. Figured I'd come to cheer you guys on. And hey, Joe, congrats on the win. You're no slouch either, Mai.
Oh yeah, you know it!
Say, I got a favor to ask. Think I could take a look at that championship prize of yours?
Oh, you mean that Geese's legacy thingy? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. You don't think he's back or anything, right?
Nah, I can't imagine Geese himself having a part in this. Rock, though? Now that's a different story. I just want to see for myself.
In that case, you and Joe should have a match too, Terry. A head-to-head for Geese's legacy. Ooh, now that be a sight and a half.
You heard the man. It ain't every day I get to go toe-to-toe with somebody like
I'll be
you.
back in a minute.
If you insist. I had my fingers crossed we'd get to spar together anyway.
Let's go.
Round 1. Get ready. Fight. SPG.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Kind of shocked with fighting Terry, like not fighting Preacher at all. Like I assume she's probably like really important character in his episodes of Southtown, but very strange that to have not Preacher involved in this at all. Oh, I thought that was me that got KO'd there. I was way too close.
Round 2. Get ready. Fight.
Not done yet. Leg kick.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like I have to assume that she's like just a major part of his episodes of Southtown, so they didn't want to do too much of it. But like even then, like it's weird because like I know obviously the original trio was like Andy, Terry, and Joe, but like why did we fight Mai? Like I did a whole retrospective of the Fatal Fury series like before this game came out, and like the only time I distinctly remember Joe and Mai ever interacting is that at the start of Fatal Fury 3, Joe like accidentally reveals to Mai that like Terry and Andy are involved in a Geese plot again. Like and then that's how she gets involved in. No, it's for the Jin Scrolls. Like Joe accidentally tells Mai about the Jin Scrolls because Terry and Andy didn't want to tell Mai. So that's how Mai finds out about the Jin Scrolls and gets involved in looking for the Jin Scrolls. Off the top of my head, that's the only time they ever interacted in the entire series. So why Mai is his rival, I genuinely don't know. I don't hate it, it's just weird. Like, it's just a weird choice for his rival. Like, Billy and or Preacher would have made way more sense. Terry I can get, because it's Terry, but like sort of weird why they went with Mai.
And that's all the footage we needed. That's a wrap, folks.
Oh, and Terry, you can take that with you.
You sure? You won fair and square.
Honestly, I have no idea what the thing is worth. But if you think it's useful, then I guess you should be the one to hang on to it. For now.
I see. Thanks, man. I'll hold on to it for you. I'll be sure to give you a ring sometime. Let's stay in touch, okay?
All right, time to paint the town red! We've got a toast to my sweet, sweet victory! And not to mention all that kick-ass B-roll we got! I'm gonna be a star!
Now listen to this, everybody! Film numero uno will be all wrapped up next week. We're gonna have a test screening when it's ready, so you better come out and see it for yourself.
Wow, for real? I can't wait to see it, Cheng!
I was worried it was just going to end there.
Now that's the legend of Joe right there! It's just so beautiful! You're the best, Cheng!
Don't be ridiculous, for it is I who should be thanking you. Heck yeah!
Huh?
Huh?
Sorry, was that an impression of me?
Oh no, I wouldn't freaking dare, my dude!
Fess up, dude! That's a dead ringer for me, and we both know it!
Wow, you really can't underestimate the power of subliminal messaging.
Damn it, Preacher! What the hell did you do?
Oh, don't worry. It's nothing major. I might have slipped some of my research results between a few frames of your movie. Nothing that would cause any harm to anyone, of course, but just enough to make the teensiest
What the fuck?
subconscious of the
I love
viewer.
Preacher, she's so funny.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah!
Oh, everybody's acting like Joe.
Enters the ring! Hey, I thought I told you to keep your nose out of my film career, did I not?
Come on! Don't you know anything about reverse psychology?
Reverse what?
Being told no only piques my interest even more. If there's one word you shouldn't say to a researcher, it's don't.
Is that right? Wow, guess you really do learn something new every day. By the way, Preacher, you ever heard of the reverse Joe Higashi?
I'm afraid that's a new one to me, Master.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'll be extra sure to beat it into your head real good.
Just think about it for a sec. Look, watching this movie lets viewers feel your burning passion for themselves. It's a groundbreaking.
I'll break you!
Ah! Come on! I'm just a cute little girl playing a harmless little prank!
Enough of your baloney! Eat this! Hurricane!
That was pretty cute. Yeah, that was funny. I like that. That was kind of what I expected, to be honest. Just a fun side thing with Joe, like a little funny Joe romp. That was pretty good. The only weird part about that was my being his rival. Like that was, I still don't get why that was. Don't get why that was a thing.
City of the Wolves!
Movies.
Oh, that's cool. They've added versions of both.
EOST.
I'll check EOST one last time, and then I'll probably
Back for more, huh?
call the stream there.
Come on, hurry up! Another day, another.
Oh, nice. Joe gets 3. That's cool. Cool. Well, I'll call it there then. Thanks for coming to the stream, those that did. Yeah, I think overall pretty happy with both characters. Don't think I'll ever main both of them, or main either of them, but pretty good stuff. Next for City of the Wolves is Chun-Li. I don't think I can't think of a time where I've ever really liked playing as Chun-Li, so not particularly like hyped for that, but it'd be cool to see what they do with her in City of the Wolves. And next, obviously, for Street Fighter 6 is Alex, so super pumped for that, but obviously there'll be a bit of a wait, probably early next year, maybe in March, April time. So yeah, I think the next stream will probably be Chun-Li. I think she'll probably come out in November, December, so we'll see how it goes, but yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you coming and hanging out and chatting and having a look. So yeah, until the next time, thank you very much, and I shall see